Nighttime skies falling over Fenway Park here in Boston. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Colorado Rockies and the Boston Red Sox. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. David Price, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, when you talk about starting pitchers, he's one of the most consistent there is in the game. He's got a career ERA in the low threes. I expect him to throw a good ball game here in this one.
Charlie Blackmon heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Colorado, center fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Bogarts lays out. What a stop. Not in time.
Man, almost a great play.
Almost got him after the great stop, but it's a base hit, and the leadoff man's on to start the inning.
Boy, what a great effort just to knock this one down before it gets into center field. But that was going to be asking a lot for him to get up and throw his man out. And as you can see there, that throw is well late.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. As Price starts him with a strike, it's 0-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
And he falls behind 0-2. Line toward the alley in left center. In there, a base hit.
Yeah, it looks like these guys mean business. Back-to-back singles here to start the ball game. They want to put as much pressure on this guy as they can early on.
Coming to the plate now, Carlos Gonzalez. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
First and second here with nobody out. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
And that's where you're going to have to be with that fastball. Like a lot of power guys, this guy is a pull hitter. So he has a lot of trouble getting out in front of that hard stuff. Kind of comes around that pitch when it's up and away like that.
And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with 1 away now. And a moment now to peek at the Rockies starting lineup. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, definitely be aggressive at the plate. You've got to come through with clutch 2-out hits, and don't leave runners in scoring position. That's the key.
Nolan Arenado steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
And you know, you hear it all the time, but scoring first really is a big deal in this game. Statistically, your chance of winning the game goes up quite a bit when you score first. So this is a big opportunity right now.
You talk about the ultimate sign of respect. First inning, they're not even going to try to make him fish. It's just, here, take first. I've got a feeling that might not be the last time we see this.
DJ LeMahieu steps into the box now, and he does so in what feels like what will be an important moment in this one. Bases loaded, tie score. Price pauses. Here comes the first pitch. A ball hit hard to the left side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. 1 run scores.
Yeah, not exactly the time to raise the warning flags just yet, but it's not often you'll see him give up 3 hits in the first inning. It's easy to sit here and say, maybe he doesn't have his best stuff, but it wouldn't surprise me at all to see him run off a string of 8 in a row either.
Here's Mark Reynolds. As Price starts him with a strike, it's 0-1. Well, this first inning's been a rough one already. He needs an out here in the worst way.
And you don't want to get caught having to play catch-up this early in the ball game. So you're right. He's got to work his way out of this jam right now.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Yeah, guys, he's a very solid umpire. Well respected for the strike zone he calls and the consistency he brings to the job.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. And the Rockies are opening things up now. It's a 5-0 ball game.
Boy, just a few more feet, and this would just be a long, loud foul ball. Instead, you're going to see this thing just clang right off of the foul pole. Maybe not the grandest of grand slams you're ever going to see, but hey, anytime you can drive in 4 runs and get yourself a home run, you're going to take it.
Batting 7.
In is Gerardo Parra. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. At the very least, he'll get a fresh start at things here following the grand slam.
I don't think he'll take a whole lot of consolation in that, but you're right. As best he can, he's got to clear his mind and start over.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit hard to short. Backhanded. In time to first, and there are 2 away. And with a quick breather here, take a look at the Red Sox on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Sure, guys. Some of the things that Xander Bogaerts does at shortstop, absolutely incredible. He's got a ton of speed, allows him to cover ground, arm as good as anybody at the position, and his instincts allow him to get better and better as he gets more experience.
Ben Paulson is set for his first opportunity now as he'll become the 8th man to bat here in the first with 5 runs already in.
And you know, Matt, you go up there and you put up a 5 spot in the first inning, you've got to be feeling pretty good. But don't get complacent. We're still early in this game. This thing's just getting started.
Here comes the 1-0. This is pulled into right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. The relay, and the gamble will work out. He's in at second base with a 2-out double.
And this latest double right here should be the one that finally chases this guy. I mean, he's pretty clearly not right out there. And I would be absolutely shocked if they don't come out and hook him right now.
Standing in now, Nick Hundley. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here it comes on 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So they put up a big number in the inning as 5 crossed the plate. And this was the biggie here, the grand slam home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's the Rockies 5 and the Red Sox 0. Jorge De La Rosa, the Mexican-born lefty, is the man on the mound in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, Matty, he's a veteran presence. He's been around this league for a real long time, so he doesn't get by just on physical ability. There's a lot of guile to his game, a lot of the mental part, a lot of tricks of the trade. I can't wait to watch him throw in this one.
Mookie Betts is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Now a chance here from Fenway to take a look at John Farrell's starting lineup card. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Steve?
Well, it certainly wasn't a good start. You're down by a ton after the first. So stay patient, chip away. You got 9 innings to go.
Settling in now, Dustin Pedroia. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Blackman's after it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And with that, let's bring in a look at how the Rockies will line up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Xander Bogaerts gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame. Into the windup and the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0.
Yeah, he's looked at 2 close pitches. You get the feeling that this is the calm before the storm. I think he'll unload on this one if this thing is anywhere near the zone.
And he finds the black here with a curveball. 2-1. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. Once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
Hit on the ground to short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. On to the second inning now from Fenway Park. It's the Rockies 5 and the Red Sox nothing. Charlie Blackmon will stand in to lead off the second. And what will they do for an encore after the first inning they put together?
Well, you know, Matt, they might not have to do anything at all. That's how good the first inning was.
Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Well, let's just see if we can slow this way down and see the point of impact. He's going to be bunched up a little bit on this one and get it right down below the label. And sure enough, that's a great shot right there. This bat just explodes on impact.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. As Price starts him with a strike, it's 0-1.
Wow, no chance of getting on top of that fastball. I mean, that's helmet level right there.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That was swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in the right fielder Carlos Gonzalez. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1. You got to figure that that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
1 ball, 1 strike.
So would the guy on the mound.
Price sets his sights. Here's the 1-1. And Gonzalez lays off as he goes to 2-1 now. 2 out, nobody on. Hit to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Rockies, but they hold a 5-0 lead. David Ortiz strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
And this is taken for a strike by the 40-year-old veteran. No balls and a strike. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. And a swing and a miss by Ortiz as he can't make contact there. 1 away.
Batting fifth, first baseman.
Let's check the grip on that last split-fingered pitch. You can see how wide his fingers get across the top of the baseball, and that's what gives it the backspin needed to be effective.
Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. And it's quickly 0-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
And right here, you've got the right fielder shading just a bit towards the alley. And I thought he'd have too far to go to get this ball, but he does close quickly out there, and he makes the play near the line.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in now, the versatile Pablo Sandoval. First pitch coming. Here it is. Down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That evens it up 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Wow, he is spotting that fastball on a dime here early on.
On the ground to the left side. Gloved by Arenado. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Nolan Arenado is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Back to work now is Price as he gets ahead to start the inning. It's strike one. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now. Price gets his sign. Here it is on 0-2. This is line to left. And a base hit now as that's how the third inning gets underway.
Yeah, more trouble here to start the third inning, and trouble's been his middle name so far. You see the line. That's through just 2 innings of work now. And the way things are going, he may not be sticking around a whole lot longer.
DJ LeMahieu stands in following an RBI single his first time through. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. You guys surprised at all that that man doesn't have the bullpen going yet?
Well, he's showing a lot of faith in his starter, but to me, you've at least got to get someone stretching down there. Move him around a little bit.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And another good hitter's count to work with here. They've been able to sit back and just really tee off on him.
Nobody out, runner on first. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And this will kick up against the wall near the Red Sox bullpen. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
The first baseman, number 12.
Well, this ball's hit pretty well, but this is a nice play out there to play the carom off the wall and then get the ball in quickly. And that's going to hold his man to just a single. That's a nice play.
Mark Reynolds will come up now in yet another big RBI opportunity.
And he's got 4 already, and he's got a chance to make this a game to remember.
And now the Red Sox will get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. None out, runners at first and second. And here's a swing and a miss as they jump ahead of Reynolds here, 0-2.
Oh, and you can tell by these first couple swings, he's not just looking to poke one through the right side of the infield. He's looking to put something into orbit.
Got him. Striding into the box, Gerardo Parra. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. That pitch count, as you see, already standing at 41.
And you don't need Eric or I to tell you about that. That's way too many this early.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Well, a couple of good swings back-to-back, but nothing at all to show for it.
And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance.
Yeah, and he's been able to turn this inning around after back-to-back hits got this thing started. He's responded with 2 strikeouts, and here's the last one. Just a good job of bouncing back and not pitching tight out there.
Stepping in now, Ben Paulson, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
They know he's got one eye on that green monster, that left field wall out there, so it's a good idea here to bust him inside.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
You can bet they'd love to have him get out of this without having to call in that bullpen just yet.
One and one, here it is. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
They were in good shape with the first 2 on to start the inning, but the rally's definitely stalled out from there.
And that misses 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. And if you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of it.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Hit hard on the ground to second. There is Pedroia on to first, and the Rockies fail to cash in as that ends the inning. 2 left for Colorado as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Rusney Castillo will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Here's the first pitch to him. Tap fouled at home plate. The windup and the 0-1. Down the line, but this is a foul ball. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. And right there is Reynolds' quick hands, and there's one away.
That's a good pitch right there, inside part of the plate. Just too tardy of a swing to get the hands through the zone, and as a result, it's just a little humpback liner and an easy out.
Into the box, Blake Swihart. As he'll take a look at ball 1. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Red Sox still looking for their first hit here. Curveball just about rung him up, but it's to 2-2. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. And now a ball lifted into the air out towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. And this will find the wall now way out deep into the triangle. Around second. He'll try for third. And he is in there at third with a one-out triple.
Well, if there's a place here at Fenway you'd have to label as Triples Alley, this would be the spot. It goes 420 to that little cutout next to the bullpen, so once the ball gets out there, it's almost a certain triple.
Now to the plate, Jackie Bradley Jr., as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0.
And now with that runner on third and one away, you need to stay smart at the plate, realizing that they might be working around you to put you on. So you can't go up there chasing some pitches out of the zone.
Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And they're going to get on the board here with the sac fly, but there's still work to be done, down 5-1.
Well, you know, he needed to make sure that he could cash in on that one-out triple. And the sacrifice fly is going to get the job done. That's a good piece of hitting.
Mookie Betts will stand in here. He was set down on strikes to start the home first. First pitch of the at-bat. And he lays off there 1-0.
Now after that sac fly, this is where you got to just clear the deck and start this inning over.
Grounded to short. To his right, Reyes. He had a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. 3 innings complete. It's the Rockies 5 and the Red Sox 1. Nick Hundley is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
The Rockies, the catcher, number 4, Nick Hundley.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Hit hard back up the middle. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there. And that's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
Charlie Blackmon will step in, a ground-out victim his last time. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2. Here's a little chopper up the middle, scooped up, and they'll get to fielder's choice play at second, but that's all.
Yeah, you know, a double play there was always going to be a stretch, and that's where you just take that force out at second, get the lead runner, and then say, you know what, thank you very much.
Jose Reyes will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Here comes the first pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. The 1-0 delivery. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Castillo is under it. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
He's safe.
So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. Carlos Gonzalez will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Rockies strand 1. They're up 5-1. Dustin Pedroia is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Second baseman, number 15.
And he'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0.
You know, when you watch Pedroia play day in and day out, I always think about that memorable 2013 season. I mean, this is a guy who hurts his thumb on opening day, but he played 160 games that season, and he led the Sox to another World Series title.
Liner toward right center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
As we look at that again, you know, this is not a bad pitch by any stretch. If he throws this pitch 10 times, I bet he gets him out 9 of them. But here you just have to tip your cap to the guy at the plate.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Drilled on the ground to short. And a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by.
Now batting number 34.
David Ortiz will stand in, and maybe a ray of hope as they get the first 2 men aboard here. And this crowd's just itching for something to put their hands together about.
Well, the positive moments, they've been few and far between, but they're not out of this game. Now, they've got some guys in this lineup that can make this deficit go away.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
This team's got plenty of guys that can hit the ball out of the ballpark, but 3 straight singles will do the job as well.
Hanley Ramirez is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0.
Well, you know, 3 straight hits are bad enough, but now he's making things even worse by falling behind the next guy.
De La Rosa comes set. Here it is on 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
2 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score.
Ball 3. 3-2 now. There's the Panda on deck. He'll bat next. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And he misses with it. Ball 4. So that'll load the bases. And now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Now batting,
Pablo Sandoval stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count. 0-1. Bases loaded here. Nobody out. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded.
Yeah, give that guy some credit up there. Fought off a few tough pitches there, 0-2, but in the end, just had no answer for that one.
Red Sox fans, etch your name into the 100-year history of this wonderful ballpark with a Fenway Park brick. Your message will be engraved onto a brick that will be placed inside.
Into the box now, Rusney Castillo. This is skied out toward right. On the move is Gonzalez. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And they'll get one back with the sac fly as it's now a 5-3 ball game. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
These guys just keep chipping away. The run scores here on the sac fly. And don't look now, but they're making their way back into this ball game.
Blake Swihart stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Squared that one up just a little late. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Here's the 1-2 delivery. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. He got him. And exhale as he's out of the jam, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Steve, Eric, and I return to Boston after this. Nolan Arenado will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Into the seat. Price is ready. Here's the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. High pop-up. Bogarts is there for it. 1 out.
And now all of a sudden on the mound, this has gone from a wasted start to he's got some important innings to pitch here. This is back to being a ball game, so you could make up for those early struggles with a 1-2-3 here.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, DJ LeMahieu. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, the pitchers have the right to work inside.
And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitter's count here, 2-0.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. On to first, and the Price is right here, 2 away.
Oh, and you know right now on his way back to the dugout, he's got to be thinking, oh, why did you have to break one of my good gamers? Man, it's done me so good already today. I still had a lot more hits in that one.
Here's Mark Reynolds. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
And even though that is a strike, man, that thing is coming in so hard, it's almost impossible to get a level swing off. You're better off taking it and waiting for something you can handle a little better.
Grounded back up the middle. Bogarts has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. And it remains 5-3. Jackie Bradley Jr. comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Out in front of it, strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Gonzalez. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. A solo shot off the bat of Jackie Bradley Jr. As they pull within one here, it's now a 5-4 game.
And about the only silver lining to this one from a defensive standpoint is the fact that it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. So you can survive it when this guy's hitting just solo shots. It's when he's doing his damage with 2 or 3 guys on base that things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
Here's Mookie Betts. As he swings on the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to center. Blackman moving to his left, and that's the first out of the inning.
Boy, that's the kind of play where you take your hat off and you wipe the sweat off your brow, even if it's cold outside. This guy's getting hammered right now. He better figure out something quick.
Dustin Pedroia digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side.
4 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, he's made 5 or 6 quality pitches in this inning, but he just made the one bad one. And you can bet that's the one he's going to remember when he gets back to the dugout. Good job here, though, because he bounced back to retire the next 2 guys that he faced.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here, no balls and a strike.
Well, one of the reasons he's not pitching well is because he's only thrown a first pitch strike about 50% of the time. That's not a good enough percentage to get ahead of hitters.
Popped up. De La Rosa has got it, and the side is retired. It's Jackie Bradley Jr. who hits the jackpot with this big swing.
5 innings complete.
It's the Rockies 5 and the Red Sox 4. Gerardo Parra will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
Price into his motion, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Bradley is there. He's got it 1 away.
And after a hot start, the bats have pretty much gone missing here in the middle innings.
Ben Paulson strides in, grounded out his last time through. First offering on its way. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out.
And here in these middle innings, they just haven't been able to get anything going against him out there.